Welcome to this CEO's update. No doubt all would be aware of the significant concern in the community about this intolerable outbreak of violence, particularly in New South Wales, and the involvement of alcohol in it and to some extent drugs. Certainly the incidents up in New South Wales have disturbed everybody around the nation, and certainly here in Victoria and at AHA Vic we are concerned about these developments. From an industry's point of view, we certainly share the considerable concern of the community. What we do, however, note is that senior police in New South Wales are currently noting that the level of intervention that's occurred in late night venues has been significant in recent times, but regrettably this violence is not abating. Therefore, people are turning to the issue of packaged liquor and the availability of that, the cheapness of it and the ready availability. And certainly issues of preloading, etc. are starting to get focus. So from the pub point of view, and particularly in the Victorian setting, we're keen to make sure that knee-jerk reactions directed to this intolerable violent behaviour are not unnecessarily directed towards that on-premises environment when it's not warranted. Certainly we join with the Victorian Government in our commitment to achieving cultural change in terms of the use of alcohol, such that the community and all involved totally reject the consumption of alcohol to the point of intoxication and all the consequences that follow. People often talk about the Newcastle model and the extent to which that may be beneficial in addressing some of these issues. However, the fact is that reducing trading hours, introducing lockouts, prohibiting consumption of shots after say 10 o'clock in the evening are once again directed towards that on-premises environment where increasingly the evidence is showing that that is not the root cause of these violence problems. Certainly we are keen to continue working with the Victorian Police and the Victorian Government, hoteliers and the community at large to make sure this scourge does not become a common feature of life in Victoria. As I indicated in my introduction, 2014 is a significant year because we've got a state election where we'll have the Napthine government pitted against the Labor Party led by Daniel Andrews. We're presently preparing a log of claims which will be detailing maybe about 25 issues that we'll be wanting to put to both parties. This was a very successful approach in the 2010 election, where in fact we've achieved over 90% of the issues that we put to both the government and the opposition during that election cycle. So we're hopeful that as we develop this log of claims, both sides of politics will see the sense of our propositions, which we will be sharing with the membership well in advance of putting them to the respective parties. We're pleased that over the Christmas period, the Napthine government, through Treasurer Michael O'Brien, released some of the initial actions to reduce the level of red tape that exists on business in Victoria, and there are a number of elements that were directed towards licensed businesses through some reform of the liquor licensing system. Certainly looking to enhance the ability of venues to provide live music without onerous demands upon them. So we're looking forward to that process ensuing, where we can see less involvement of government in what are often really quite simple processes that should not be made complicated by the demands of the liquor licensing system. So we've got another challenging year in front of us at the AHA as we represent the interests of members in terms of both federal, state and local government issues. So I wish all the best, everybody all the best for 2014. Cheers.